guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video today. I know that you have probably seen this shirt before, or maybe you haven't. If you haven't seen this shirt before, then that means you're not subscribed, honey, and I need you to hit that button. So welcome back, guys, for another video, and this video is going to be really short and simple and sweet, and I haven't done a planting video in so freaking long. I wanted to do a plants that I have killed video. Yes, beautiful plants that I hauled a little while ago. All of them did not make it, and it was so sad as a first-time plant mom to lose some of babies. So I wanted to come and share with you guys a few plants that were just a little bit too hard for me to take care of, and they, I think, had some issues that were kind of underlying when I got them. A few of them, some of them I struggled with and I have to learn. But yes, let's go ahead and get into the list. So the first plant that did not make it was my polka dot plant, and I'll try to have pictures on the side or this side, I'm not sure. My polka dot plant did unfortunately pass away, and honestly, I have no idea why. I made sure to water it properly whenever it started to droop. I let it droop all the way down before I watered it because I did not want to overwater it. I tried my best to monitor the watering while it was actually growing, and it was thriving. So I was really excited. I had it in my kitchen window, which is a north facing window, I think. So I'm not really good at like which plant is good in which window and the facing and the direction. So if you know all about that, please let me know that in the comments. Like, I'm so open for constructive criticism and help. Please help. I had it in my kitchen in a north facing window, and I had it like in the middle of two plants. I think it was like my pothos plant and another plant, I can't remember, but I had it there, and for a while it was doing great, and then all of a sudden I started to see that it had like shriveled up leaves. So I would pick those off because I'm like, oh, it's a new plant, it's in a new environment, it's going to shed some leaves, of course. But it just started happening over and over and over, and then I started to see new babies sprouting up from the middle. So I'm like, oh, it's fine, it's good, she's growing. And then those new babies started to die, and then all of the nice healthy plants from around that were there when I first got it, they started to die, and the leaves started to shrivel up and fall off, and then it started to have it started to have like gnats were just all attracted to it. It had gnats like all in it and stuff, and so I treated it with neem oil, and I started to let it dry out, like really dry out between waterings, and it was just too late. So I tried repotting it, and that did not work, and so unfortunately it kaputted. It was just done. And it was really sad because I really loved my polka dot plant. It was so gorgeous. She was amazing. The plant that I was not able to salvage was my ivy plant. And my ivy plant, I don't know what it was. I had it in my bathroom, and my bathroom, of course, is a bathroom, so it's dark. There's no windows in it. Well, some people have windows in the bathroom, but I don't have windows in my bathroom. So I would leave like my bedroom door kind of cracked a little bit so it could get some sunlight. And for a while, once again, it was thriving. Like, she was giving me new leaves. Like, sis was bringing it, and she was such a sweet and easy plant in the beginning. And a few weeks in, I just noticed that once again she started losing leaves, and they would get like super crunchy, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's happening? So I tried to pick those off, let them dry out between watering, same kind of thing, put a little neem oil on her, gave her some plant food because I had her for a while, so I'm like, maybe she needs to be fertilized. She passed away. Could not save her. Oh my gosh, she was so tragic because I really loved that little plant. She was so cute. And I can't remember the scientific name for that particular ivy. I'm gonna try to find out and put them in the comments or put them in the description. The next plant that I killed was a succulent. I think I'm the only human on the planet that can kill a succulent. I have, she was a crassula, I think. I just said I wasn't gonna try to say these names, but I think she was like a crassula something succulent, and she was so freaking cute and little. She was so perfect. And I have no idea how I killed that thing because I definitely let her dry out, and then I repotted her because the little bitty pot that she was in, she was just growing, and it was just too much happening in that little pot. So I repotted her, and that's when she started to die. So I don't know what happened. I used the same soil that she was in. I just put it in a new pot. I don't know what happened, but sis was like, I gotta go. This is too much stress on me. I'm done. And so, unfortunately, I killed a succulent. And so, yes, the first person in the world to kill a succulent is right here, unfortunately. The next plant that unfortunately passed away was my Begonia Rex. You guys, I don't know how I killed that Begonia Rex. First of all, sis was so chill. Like, sis really did not need much in life. She actually was enjoying the little spot that she was in. And one day I looked at her and like a few of her leaves were brown with like black edges. And I said, excuse me, like we just talked about this. You were just doing good. What is happening? And sis was just like, I gotta get up out of here. And I was like, why? Like, we're vibing. We're not, like, are you lying? We're not vibing? And sis was like, nah, we're not vibing. I gotta go. And I looked and she was drooping one day and I gave her water. I cut that leaf off. And then she was drooping one day and I gave her water and sis just never stood up. Sis was done after that. And I said, okay. And I did. I gave her fertilizer once, just a little bit, because it was not a big plant at all. I literally gave her like half a pump and I put like a little bit of neem oil on her, maybe like 2 sprays. And I let her dry out between waterings and she still dipped up out of here. Like, dang, I was so sad to see her go because I had big plans for her, you know? The next to last plant that I killed was my Stramanthe Triostar. And I know that you guys just saw her in my kind of last plant video, my plant class favorites video, which I love doing that video so much. If you have not seen it, I'll definitely have it down in the description below. But yes, my Stramanthe Triostar just did not, no, sis had to go. Sis has other things to do. I noticed that her edges started to get really brown and I noticed like she wasn't putting out like new leaves or new babies, which was really weird because all of the plants that I had at the time were sprouting new leaves and she was in the same area as the other ones, like my Maranta and my Calathea. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I tried moving her and that did not work. She just continued to have brown leaves and just be dramatic and droopy. And it was just really, really sad. I really tried to save that plant because I love that Stramanthe Triostar. She was so gorgeous. And I want another one. I really wanted, I'm going to get another one because she was such a sweet plant and so gorgeous. But I don't know what it was. I think, honestly, that plant I think was healthy when I bought it. I think she was fine. I think it was probably just my environment. That plant just did not vibe with my house. So unfortunately she had to go. And rest in peace to my Stramanthe Triostar. And the final plant that I killed was my Rattlesnake Olivia. And this was super duper sad because my Calathea, my Rattlesnake Olivia, my Stramanthe Triostar, and my Maranta were my 3 drama queens, my 3 mean girls. And I loved those plants. Those were my babies. And I just really had a super strong relationship with those 3 plants. I still have my Maranta, luckily, thankfully. Homegirl is holding on. But my Rattlesnake Olivia started to do the same thing. She started to get yellow spots all around her leaves. And I noticed that she had 1 new baby coming in, but it never made it. Like, it stopped. Like, it was like this big and it stopped growing. And I was like, what's happening? You know, once again, I had her, where did I have her? Oh, I had her by my bed, which does not get direct sunlight. It gets like a lot of indirect sunlight, but it's still enough. My Maranta is still there and thriving, but that Rattlesnake Olivia, I don't know what it was. I cleaned her with alcohol. I cleaned her with neem oil. I gave her a little bit of plant food. I let her dry out between waterings, but not too much. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong. I think the Rattlesnake Olivia, though, from the place that I got it from, I think that it probably already had like a disease because she had a lot of trauma going on. She had a whole lot of trauma like surrounding her, and I really tried to nurse her back to health and be a good mom. But I think she had seen a lot in that nursery, and I don't think that she was going to make it regardless of where she was. Those plants were, you can tell that they I don't want to say they didn't take care of their plants because I don't know, but it just didn't seem like they took really good care of their plants. It was like they had plants just to have them. Um, their plants weren't very well taken care of. They just weren't. I'm lucky with my Maranta, but that Rattlesnake Olivia, she didn't stand a chance. I don't think she no. She wasn't healthy from the beginning, which is sad, and it happens sometimes. Plants just aren't taken care of properly in the nursery, and then when they get home and they get out of that environment, it's just a really big shock to them, and they can't take it, so they have to unfortunately leave us. So that's what happened with my Rattlesnake Olivia. Unfortunately, she had to leave, but I'm definitely gonna be getting another one of those as well because that was like one of my favorite plants. So yes, I just wanted to come and do a quick little plant video. I wanted to let you guys know the plants that I have unfortunately lost in this time. Let me know some of the plants that just did not work out for you. I would love to hear what some of your problem plants are. And if you were able to eventually get them to be healthy and to thrive in your environment, please let me know down in the comments what are some of the things that you did or changed or switched up to help your plants grow and thrive. I'm really looking forward to reading all of you guys' comments. So thank you so much for joining me for another video. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media outlets on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'll have those linked down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.